Okay, so before we get into this video and talking about fish and aquariums, I wanted to geek out and show you something that is kind of aquarium related, but might be something fun for you to get yourself. Might be a good stocking stuffer as it is that time of the year, a little gift for somebody. But check out the lights behind me, both on the shelf, the actual LEDs, plus the aquariums. Magic. Pretty cool, right? I know it's not that cool. These are smart plugs. A lot of you are familiar with these, but there might be some people that are not. Smart plugs can be very helpful when kind of setting times for aquarium lights so that they go on at a certain time, they go off at a certain time. There might be other pieces of equipment that you might want to have timed, whether you're doing like a tide theme. You might have some kind of sump system where you want it going on and off at certain times. I know that's very popular with people doing tides. Or it just might be fun for you to play around with some lights. So this is a smart plug. I've made videos about this before. I will put a link up here. And I'll also link the description down below. This is a smart plug that connects to your Wi-Fi. You can connect it from your phone, connect it with your phone, and basically manage the lights from anywhere that you are. You can program them to go on and off multiple times per day. They're pretty inexpensive. They're only about $13, $14. I'll put the link down below. Not an affiliate link. I don't get paid for you buying these. I did get these for free from aquariumcoop.com, but I do not get paid whether you buy these from them or not. You might be familiar with these kind of timers. These are the kind of the old school dial timers. These are a little bit cheaper. Also very effective. I've used these for years and years, but ever since I've discovered these things, I'm hooked on them. I've got one on my lamp over here by my sofa here in my office. I've got my LEDs. I've got all my lights for all the aquariums. These were the last two aquariums to be set up on these smart plugs. And now all my aquariums have these on them. So anyway, just thought I would share that little fun little tech. Now, obviously, you guys didn't come and click on this video to learn about smart plugs. So I want to talk to you about a new fish that I got. Now, if you're not familiar with my fish keeping, if you're new to my channel, then welcome and thank you for clicking on this video. If you click on this link up here, you'll kind of get a full description of all the aquariums that I have. I've got 30 different systems, from ponds to a whole fish room downstairs and everything in between. Lots of different kinds of fish that I keep. So if you might want to check that video out. Otherwise, for those of you that are familiar with me, I wanted to talk about my aquariums here in my office, but specifically a new fish that I got that flew here all the way from the East Coast, all the way to California, overnight in one day, and that is my new dragon betta. Now, previously in this aquarium, I had a bunch of guppies. I rehomed them to one of my other aquariums. I didn't get rid of them. They are just now moved to different tanks. There's some downstairs in the fish room, some in my little mini pond over here. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to set up this aquarium for a betta, so that tank wasn't heated with the guppies in there. I put a heater in there, did a bunch of water changes and stuff like that. And KG Tropicals, so you're familiar with John and Lisa from KG Tropicals. If not, I will put a link of their YouTube channel down below. You can hear all about them. They're a big channel. But they actually recently got into shipping bettas, and they have a website. And so they reached out to me and said, "Hey, Zenzo, we would love to give you a betta." And I thought, okay, well, absolutely, I'd love to get a betta. I love bettas. I've had bettas in the past. I have another betta here in the office, up in the ADA tank there. And they basically just said, John said, you don't have to make a video. We don't need a plug. Just want to give you a betta because we like you. And I thought, wow, that's super awesome. So we made the arrangements and they shipped the fish out to me. Now, they specifically picked this fish. It was their favorite of the bunch, and I know that Lisa got kind of attached to it, so she sent me a message and told me all the different kinds of foods that this fish was eating while it was in her care. So anyway, they sent me this fish, beautiful dragon betta, and they sent it overnight. So I've got to tell you about the shipping experience, because if I do get something online, I like to tell people about that experience. Sometimes good, sometimes not so great, if you recall what happened a couple years ago. But anyway, the box arrived at 10 in the morning the day after they shipped it. So they're in Virginia, which is all the way in the East Coast of the United States, about 2,500 miles away. I'm in San Francisco, California, so literally all the way across the country. They shipped it on Tuesday. It arrived here on a Wednesday at 10 a.m. As soon as I got the package, I opened it up. It was still warm. The heat pack was still warm. Everything was packaged beautifully. Now, those of you that are not familiar with how to acclimate fish when you get new fish in the mail, which is maybe strange for some people, I did make a video about that too. So you can click on this link if you want to learn about how to order fish online. But what they did is they gave me they give to everybody. Obviously, I know how to acclimate fish, but this is kind of their standard procedure where they go through the complete guide on how to acclimate the new fish when it arrives in your care, along with times and temperatures and all kinds of things in here. So they very descriptive. I kind of read it after the fact just to see what they wrote, since I'm very familiar with how to receive fish. And then they put their contact information on there as well. So thank you to John and Lisa at KG Tropicals for their BETTA that they sent me, and for their website, which is keepfishkeeping.com. I'll put a link of that below. They did include an invoice with a nice handwritten note on there for me. I didn't buy this fish; they sent it to me for free, but they still had the invoice there. So anyway, I have this new BETTA. I love it. It is beautiful. This little guy has so much character already. He's, as soon as I put him in the aquarium, he started exploring, kind of going around and checking out different parts of the aquarium. It's a 10-gallon tank. It's not huge, but it's one juvenile male BETTA, only about 1.5 inches, 2 inches long, in this largest tank for just one BETTA. He was moving around, swimming around, fed him some live Daphnia. He ate his fill, waited a few hours, and he ate the rest. He's been eating all different types of foods since then, both live and dried foods. But I want to do something in this aquarium. I want to do something that maybe is different than I've done before. And I've kept lots of fish, as you guys know, and I still have lots of fish. I would like your thoughts on the fish that I put in here. So here's the thing. This is my office. I work from home. Well, everyone kind of works from home these days. Well, a lot of people do. Not everybody. Obviously, you essential workers out there, thank you. But for a lot of us, we work from home, and I'm very fortunate to do that. But I work from home anyway, even when there isn't a pandemic, I still work from home. So I spend a lot of time in this office and sitting right here at my work computer. My editing computer is over here, which you guys can't see, but my work computer is right over here. And I sit here all day and I can turn and look at my fish while I'm on conference calls and things like that. And I want to be able to turn and look at this aquarium, look at the fish, and think about you guys, the viewers that have made all this possible, that really help support me and support this channel. So what I want is I would like to get some ideas on what you think I should keep in this aquarium with this BETTA. Now here are the things that you need to know. It's a 10-gallon aquarium, lightly planted. And I might add a couple more plants in there. Sponge filter for filtration. Obviously, the fish has to be compatible with a BETTA. It should be a fish that is temperature zone is kind of, tropical, subtropical. The temperature in this aquarium will probably range anywhere from 74 to about 80 degrees or so, give or take. It's at 78 degrees right now, which is what the heater is set at. So it'd probably stay really at that level most of the time, but there might be some days when it gets really cold. This office gets kind of cold at nighttime, so it might drop into the 50s, high 50s, 60 degrees in here. So the temperature might drop a little bit. So it should get along with the BETTA. BETTAs can be a little bit nippy. They can be a bit aggressive. So it has to be a fish that doesn't look like a BETTA. Can't be like a dwarf gourami or anything like that. They would kill each other. Can't be a paradise fish. It has to be something that's different that would do well with the BETTA. So I would love to get some ideas. No jumpers. I don't want anything that's going to escape out of the tank. As you can maybe see right now, I keep the tank kind of open. And I kind of have a custom situation where I made some DIY lids, which I made a video about also, and I'll put a link of that up here above. But I made some DIY lids, and I have kind of a custom lid for this aquarium that covers the back half of the tank. Then I have the lights and the light stands in the middle, and then I have this additional strip that I made that I put on there when I'm not in the office. So when I come in the morning and I'm sitting down and ready to enjoy the fish and everything, once the lights kick on from their timer, I'll remove that little front half just so I can kind of see in there a little bit more. I like that open top look. I have the same setup for the ADA tank above. And then when I'm done for the day and, evening, weekends, whatever, when I'm not spending as much time in here, I'll put that front lid on. But the middle part is still open. The BETTA can't really escape because the sides of the light stand kind of keeps everything together. So still pretty confined, but I just don't want any, I can't have a fish that's going to jump out like a killifish or anything like that. So anyway, comment down below what you think I should keep with this BETTA. I really do want to have something in here that reminds me of all of you, and I'm going to pick something that you guys pick as long as it's available to me and I can get it and it's, it makes sense. So anyway, comment down below. Also, one more thing I do want to talk about. We're going to get, if you've made it this far, you're cool. But I want to talk a little bit more about tech because this is also something new to me. So my fish room downstairs, the room is heated. So we've got 23 aquariums in that room. I don't have any heaters in those tanks. Everything is run on a central air system, and we do not heat the aquariums, we heat the room. Now, we also use a dehumidifier in there, and the exhaust from the dehumidifier is actually what keeps that room warm, and then it's insulated, so it always stays about 78 to 80, 81, 82 degrees. If it's really hot in the summertime, it'll get to be about 82 degrees, but usually 78, 79, 80 degrees. It's about 78, 79 right now because it's been pretty cold here. So that is kind of what it's set at, and it's pretty self-sufficient. It always stays at 35 to 40% humidity and right around that temperature range. But I would like to be able to monitor the temperature when I'm far away, if I'm not home, if something happens. I want to be alerted. So I actually bought this little device. It's a hygrometer, potato, that tells me the temperature and the humidity of that room. And there's an app on my phone. I can click on the app and I can see that right now it's 79.9 degrees down there, which is 3 floors away. I'm on the 3rd floor. Then there's the 2nd floor, which is the main floor. Then there's the 1st floor, which is the garage, basement, gym, fish room floor. And it's 79.9 degrees and 39% humidity. And I can look at that right here from my phone. And I also have some alerts on here as well. So if the temperature gets too low, it will send me an alert. If it gets too high, it will send me an alert. If the humidity gets too high, it will also send me an alert. So this is really cool. I think I bought this thing for like 40 bucks on Amazon. I'll put a link of it down below as well. Again, I don't do affiliates, so I probably should, but I don't. So if you click on it and you buy it, it's just me telling you what I bought. I don't make a penny off of your purchase. So just wanted to share that as well, as I thought it was some cool text. So I would love to also read, in addition to what you think I should keep below. If you commented on that already, then write another comment and tell me your thoughts on the smart plugs. Have you tried them? Do you have, maybe you have a house that has, a smart system, you've got, smart cameras, you've got smart speakers, you've got, smart light bulbs, etc. But I'd love to read what you've done for your fish. If you've automated anything, if you have any kind of controllers that allow you to get alerts on humidity or give you alerts on spills, like if there's a one of those I forgot what they're called, but there's a device that you can put on the floor, and if there's a spill, it will send you an alert. I love learning all about this new tech stuff. Maybe I'm a little bit behind on the times, but I'm kind of geeking out on some of these things because it's making my life a little bit easier, but more so it's giving me some peace of mind, which I really do enjoy, especially when I keep so many aquariums. So comment down below what you have done when it comes to tech. So anyway, that is all I have for now. I appreciate you watching this video if you made it this far. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.